Good morning, guys. I'm coming to you from Farmington, Mexico. I don't know what I was gonna say. New Mexico. And this is the gym I worked out in. How exciting. I used the elliptical machine because that treadmill, oh my goodness. I don't know what its deal was. It was so difficult to use. It wouldn't start until I got my heart rate, and it wouldn't read my heart rate. So that was dumb. Dumb treadmill. So it wouldn't start. And I think it's still going on, saying that it needs my heart rate. So I did the elliptical machine, and that was fun. My neck kind of hurts though. Not from the elliptical machine. I'm pretty sure it's because of the way I was sleeping. You guys are probably wondering why I'm in New Mexico. So, Friday was a good day. Saturday was a good day. Sunday, well, it wasn't necessarily a bad day, but it was a sad day. I wasn't feeling too great, and I told Marcus I needed sick people food, but at the same time I wanted comfort food, so I was really confused. And while he was out getting me food, my parents called to tell me that my grandfather had died. My father's father. I usually call him Papa Paco, so if my family's watching this, Grandpa's not dead, Papa Paco's dead. So, and that was hard. And luckily Marcus got home like right after, and I cried some, but I didn't really have a chance to cry much because I had to figure out what we were doing. I knew I wanted to come to the funeral, and so my parents said that I needed to get to Utah as soon as possible, either Sunday night or Monday morning. And I was about to buy my Salt Lake Express ticket when my brother called. Him and his family decided they were going to go also. That was nice, so I just had to drive to Idaho Falls and then hitch a ride with them to Utah, where Monday morning my father and I did an oil change on the car, and we changed the windshield wipers, and then we packed it all up and we left, and we drove. Well, the drive itself was 6 hours, but my mother is on a new diet for her diabetes, and she has to eat every 2 hours, and so that we had to stop every 2 hours, but then we also stopped every hour because she needed to pee. So that was fun. I think it made the trip last about 8 hours instead of 6, which means today's probably, it's gonna last 9 instead of 7, I don't know. But it'll be fun. I love traveling with my family. Yeah, we'll reach Ciudad Juarez today, which means I'll be in Mexico tomorrow, and I don't know if I'll be able to upload my videos in Mexico, but we're only going to be there for 2 days. We'll be back in the States Wednesday night, so I'll definitely be able to get something to you guys then. Yay! Maybe if I'm cool enough, I'll have like a collage of some sort of all the fun things in Mexico and my family. I'm going to see almost all of my aunts and uncles, so I'm really excited about that, and some cousins I haven't seen in a long time. Yay! I've had some topics prepared for you guys, but this one really threw me for a loop, and I had another video where I tried talking about something else and it didn't really work very well, so I'm just going to stick to family today, I guess. I don't know, I haven't really had a chance to process what's happened. I knew my grandfather was going to die. I mean, my family's been expecting it for a while, but it's still really hard because he had prostate cancer and he beat it, but then he was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and he's going to be 80 next month. So he's only 79. What the heck? That's not even that old. I had a guest come in. I gave her a pedicure, and she was telling me about one of her friends who lived to be 110. And I was like, that's amazing. And he was still functioning. He was perfectly good. He didn't need help until he was 108. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna be. It's I'm going to exercise every day, and I'm going to eat healthier-ish. I was drinking cucumber lime water. Does that count? Like, that's healthy, right? Yeah, I think so. Oh, but I'd love to be functional at 108. Pretty cool. Ooh, Marcus better still be alive. Marcus, if you're not alive, that's gonna bite. It's okay, I'll just marry a wealthy old man. um, yeah, so anyways, I was totally ready, I thought, for my grandfather to die, but it's still difficult. It's really cool though, because he got all his ducks in a row, and he was able to be sealed to his wife, and right now he's with my tia Jessica, and that's way cool. She's been waiting to hang out with some family members for a while, so I'm sure she's so excited. And I know I'm gonna see him again, but it's still hard. There's a lot I wanted to talk to him about. Like, he was offered to race Formula One when my dad was a kid, and my dad was telling me it was he was working for Chevy in Mexico, and he would kind of test drive cars. Like, he would go and put the pedal to the metal and see how well it would work and if there were any flaws. And he would play around a lot. I guess somebody saw him drive once and offered him a job, and Mafrine said no. She's like, it's on Sundays. I would love to have talked to him about that more, or he was excommunicated a lot because, you know, he's not perfect, but I would have loved to talk to him about all of those times, you know, coming back to the church, how he handled it, what was going on. Like, oh man, I would have loved to talk to him about that more. And the only reason why I didn't was because I didn't feel like my Spanish was good enough. I didn't feel like it was good enough. And I've recently started going to the Spanish branch in Rexburg, and I was just like, give me a little bit, my Spanish will be better, but I shouldn't have waited. I shouldn't have. I should have just threw myself out there and talked to my grandfather. I know that we would have been able to figure it out. I've talked to everybody else just fine. Sometimes I'm a little lost and confused, but I figure it out, and I wish I would have mustered up the courage to talk to him, because there's so much about him I don't know. Like, when did he learn to drive? How did he get so good? Like, my grandfather was the person that could just listen to your car and tell you what was wrong. How did he do that? How did he learn that? Like, what? Oh. Like, what was it like for him to be a kid? I don't know. What were his grandparents like? There's all this stuff I don't know. My mom, Renee, I feel like I know a lot about her side of the family, but I don't know a lot about my Papa Paco. And now I'm gonna have to wait. It turns out some of his cousins just moved to Utah, and so my dad is trying to plan a little Torres reunion, because we do Rubalcaba ones all the time, but this one would just be with Papa Paco's side of the family, and that would be awesome. I'm gonna learn so much, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's gonna be different, because they're different. I know that. I know they're a lot different than the rest of the family. So